So remember that this wasn't an immediate, spontaneous, sudden arrest. There was clearly a protocol followed which was monitoring the social media handles, the reactions, the videos for months. And that's when the agencies realized what was amiss. But here's what we have found out. This is big exclusive. Try and understand what was happening. She's after all an influencer, a vlogger, which means online engagement. Did Jyoti Malhotra's followers surge incredibly post her visit, not once, but at least twice, to Pakistan? Into 2023, look at this. This is what our team of investigators, especially with regard to DIU and OSINT, have found. In 2023 was her first trip to Pakistan. By March 2023, 23,000 followers have jumped. Look at the graph that suddenly manages to witness this rise right after she returns to Pakistan or during that visit. By 2024, she makes another trip, this time to Lahore. And of course, showing the lovely narrative, good people, everything is great when it comes to Pakistan. By April, by her return, 38,000 followers have come across. Then there was a visit to Pahalgam, not to Baisaran, but to other areas in South Kashmir in Pahalgam in December 2024. Then 2025, third trip to Pakistan. Multiple visits to a country, and I can tell you it's not that easy to get visa to Pakistan. By March 2025, 24,000 followers suddenly show a graph again. I want to bring in our editor, OSINT, Ankit Kumar, for the latest on that. Ankit, when you're tracking this, and I'm looking at it, now what does this signify? One, if there's a sudden surge after her Pakistan visit, how does that impact or help any YouTuber, vlogger, or someone who indulges in online engagement? And three, how does this possibly raise a suspicion for the investigators that she could be perhaps doing a quid pro quo situation?
Well, Pooja, why would an Indian content creator become a Pakistani agent overnight, right? That is the moot question. And we are looking for a motive here. So the answer to that question is in a three-letter word. It's called PIO, Pakistani Intelligence Officials. Now, back in 70s and 80s, you had people who would kind of adopt new identities, cross the borders through Nepal, Bangladesh, come here, live as somebody else, and then try to forge connections. In 90s, you had phone connections all over India. So you would use local exchanges, fake identities, and try to infiltrate into government systems. In mid-2000s, maybe social media came. You had a lot of cases, including DRDO, everywhere else, where forged identity of Indian models were used to honey trap a lot of government agents. Now, what we are seeing is a new trend where PIOs are targeting Indian content creators. What does a content creator want? They want access, they want travel. And the answer is in those numbers. Every time Jyoti Malhotra was given access to travel, she gained in terms of subscribers, right? She gained in terms of the monetization. So access for engagement is the method. And it's a very new pattern that we are seeing, a very new method adopted by the PIOs that seems to be working, that seems to be at play here.
And eventually we live in the online world. In many ways, a lot of information warfare, Instagram, YouTube is help for it. And Pakistan really knowing where it can hurt India. It doesn't have to be a military strike. They, of course, cannot succeed in that. Possibly online narrative warfare is where they can come in. Ankit, appreciate you tracking all the latest and this exclusive inside information.